High on a hill overlooking Hazaribagh stood an old, spooky bungalow. The paint was peeling and vines crawled up its broken walls. The garden was a mess of weeds and thorns. People stayed away. They talked about weird noises at night, whispers coming from the empty rooms. A scary feeling hung in the air, like the bungalow itself was cursed. It had been empty for over 100 years, a leftover from the British, built when Hazaribagh was a fancy vacation spot. Now it was forgotten and lonely. Only the bravest, or maybe the dumbest, dared to go near. The bungalow held a dark secret, whispered from grandparents to parents to kids. It was a story of betrayal, murder, and ghosts. The story began way back in 1857, the year of the Sepoy Mutiny. Captain James Harrington, a young British soldier, was stationed in Hazaribagh. He lived in the bungalow with his wife, Amelia. One stormy night, Captain Harrington disappeared, gone, poof. A search party couldn't find a single clue. Amelia was left alone, heartbroken and scared. Some whispered that Captain Harrington ran off with a local woman. Others said his own soldiers killed him, but the most common rumour was that a servant he trusted betrayed and murdered him. Whatever happened, Captain Harrington's ghost never rested. People said they saw him walking around the bungalow at night, always looking for something he'd lost. One day, a young traveller named Anirudh came to Hazaribagh. He was interested in the stories of the haunted bungalow. Anirudh loved history, so he decided to sleep in the bungalow for a night. He thought the local stories were just silly superstitions. With a flashlight and a sleeping bag, he went into the bungalow as the sun went down. The air inside was thick with dust and the smell of decay. Cobwebs hung everywhere. The only sound was rats scurrying in the walls. Anirudh explored, his footsteps echoing in the quiet. He found a room with a big piano, its ivory keys yellowed with age. When he touched the keys, a soft melody filled the air. It was a haunting tune, beautiful and sad. As the night got darker, the bungalow seemed to wake up. Floorboards creaked, wind howled through broken windows. Anirudh felt something cold nearby. He saw a shadow move out of the corner of his eye. His flashlight flickered and died, leaving him in darkness. Gap 2S. A cold hand grabbed his shoulder. He turned to face whoever was there. In the dark he heard a voice, cold and hollow, whisper his name. Anirudh! He stumbled back, terrified, tripping over the floor. He scrambled up and ran out of the bungalow, not looking back. He ran and ran until he reached the town, his heart pounding like a drum. The next morning people found Anirudh by the road, shaking and unable to speak. He never told anyone what he saw that night, but the fear in his eyes said everything. The bungalow on the hill remained, a silent reminder of a forgotten tragedy. The whispers continued, carried on the wind, a chilling reminder of the restless spirit that haunted the whispering shadows of Hazaribagh. Fade to black.